I thought I'd make a video from the time when we bought our boat, Edna Rose it was called at the time, now called Wanderlust. But yes, this is the journey when we first bought it from the south coast and brought it round to our home port in Portishead, Somerset. Having bought the boat, we have enlisted the help of Nordhavn Europe to help take us to our first point of call at Haslar Marina in Gosport.
There was local uproar in because they were going to paint the spinning guitar sponsored by Emirates, and they wanted to paint in Emirates colours, which are obviously red and white. Southampton's colours.
This is Haslar Marina, which is located inside Portsmouth Harbour. A few days preparation now before we set off around the coast. It's time to provision the boat in preparedness for the oncoming voyage, so lots to do whilst I'm in Gosport. Collecting a boat for a 360 nautical mile journey to its new home port is obviously a task on its own, but you also have to move your car because you have to get to the boat somehow. So that involves jumping on public transport, a bit of a bus ride, coach ride, and then across on the ferry, and then eventually we're back at the boat. Whilst waiting for a weather window, it's a good time to go over the systems on the boat to make sure everything is working. It's a long journey, so we want to make sure that everything is in order. I'm not going to do this journey single-handed, so I have enlisted the help of Halcyon Yachts and their delivery crew to help me move the boat. We're passing by Cowes on the Isle of Wight as we head west across the Solent.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Yes, sir, good afternoon. Passing Uptower,
Edna Rose has got quite a blank dashboard at the moment. I'm going to do some major refitting, but at the moment we just have a single chart plotter and very sparse instruments. Still, it's enough to get us home. Just stand here and record 36 hours of just absolutely nothing.
Dashboard cam.
That's it, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
We should be saving, we should be getting that way.
We've stopped off at Yarmouth on the Isle of Wight to put some fuel into the boat because we wouldn't have enough to get home. Plus, what fuel that's been in there has probably been in the boat for 10 years. It's not had a fill up for that long. Those of you of a nervous disposition, you better look away now. That's 2 pumps running, and that's in pounds sterling. It's a lot of fuel. Well, we've taken on 2,400 litres of diesel. The tanks aren't quite full. If they were, that would give us a 3,000 mile range.
Don't forget, you've got a lot of tide running. We're coming into the tide now, so you want to...
We've estimated that this journey is going to take us about 36 hours from start to finish. So, yes, let's crack on.
Maybe.
They say they're
It's not SBS.
they're dressed in black. I can always edit out all the wobbles later.
Wobbly bits.
Yeah.
This is certainly a good sign. If it's as flat as this here. Very nice.
Oops. Your glasses are going flying again.
Nearly through.
If that's as rough as it's going to get, I'll be very happy.
That's it. That'll probably be the worst bit, I would think.
Well, we're out of the Solent, so now we can just settle back and relax, crossing the south coast. It's a bit bumpy. I've already broken one cup, having a cup of tea, so I'm going to try a cup of coffee now. Whoa! It's a bit bumpy. Currently halfway between start point and lizard point. (1560 RPM), 6.4 knots. Here we are. Miles from land. There's hardly any chop. It's about force 3 to 4, probably force 3 to 4. Bit of a swell. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. A lot different to last night. On a serious note, the exhaust is pretty quiet. In fact, most of the sound you can hear is actually the radar going round, the noise that it makes.
nice day.
Wolf Rock Lighthouse. Ta-da!
January. Was taken to hospital but later died. On Monday, hundreds of mourners wearing bright colours gathered at York Minster for the civil appeared for a short hearing at Leeds Court, where she entered her not guilty.
There you go. Dolphin. That lands in. Oh. There's a workboat coming in. Let's go, Todd.
Estate Viking, Plymouth Coast Guard. Continued passage. Listening watch, channel 16 of DSC. Good watch, out.
Point, start of the Bristol Channel. We've slowed the boat down now to 1400 RPM, dropped down just below, just under 8 knots, just under 6 knots. It's still going to be really early. Got about 3 or 4 hours to kill. It's David making a tea. Bacon.
Getting the gut dirty.
It's Friday morning. Absolutely beautiful day. Orange peel surface to the sea. It's so calm. Very unlike the Bristol Channel. So we're a bit early, so we're heading into Cardiff for a few hours to wait for the next tide. We're going to catch the evening tide tonight, I expect, to Portishead. So we're going to go into Cardiff, probably going to Plymouth Marina for 5 or 6 hours, and then catch the tide up again. Otherwise we'll be burning fuel for no reason. An incredible, beautiful day for the Bristol Channel. Anyway, time to go back downstairs. Making sandwiches almost ready. We're down to about 3.5 knots at one point. They went out to 5.5. Still got 2 knots of current working against us. We're going into Plymouth Marina, end of A Hammerhead, spending a few hours here and then coming out on the rising tide up to Portishead later today. This will be my first time through a lock in this boat, and I have the crew on the deck ready with the ropes. The dredged channel is marked at the start by the outer rack buoy. Keep the red markers to port and the green buoys to starboard, except that one, which is red and green, so yeah, take your pick. I slip straight into the lock, and I think I look a bit relieved here. Yes, it's a big boat and a small lock. So we're now into the barrage lock. We're locking up into Cardiff Bay. I've actually been to Cardiff Bay a few times before, but I've never been able to see over the lock walls. This boat is a lot taller than my last one. We've been given a nice hammerhead spot where the Royal Navy usually keep their training boat. Still, we're only here for a few hours, we'll be gone by the time they come back. If you look ahead of us to the right, you can see Coracle, which is a Nordhavn 40, who is visiting the marina at the same time. Well, what else to do when you're in Cardiff Bay for a few hours? We head over to Mermaid Quay for a pint or two, and then back on the water taxi. So 10 o'clock at night, the first time I've been up the channel in the dark like this. So many lights ahead, but it's quite easy to make out buoys. And now we're in Portishead lock, so we're locking up into our new home marina. We are just arrived in Portishead.